Okay, and I think we are gonna call this a wrap for the week. So we started off really getting out of Escalante. Oh wow, this is neat. We did the Burr Trail and then spent the rest of the week in Moab, which has been really incredible. Wow, look at where we are. And if you want to see where we are right now, this looks awesome. You're gonna have to stay tuned here.
Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Jenny. We ditched the corporate world to spend a year exploring.
And our goal is to get out and see all the incredible places and meet interesting people.
And maybe find a place to put roots down.
So join us as we explore both on and off the beaten path. Sometimes we'll be somewhere.
And sometimes nowhere.
After spending many weeks in southwest Utah, it was time for us to start making our way north. The winter storms had put us behind schedule, and reluctantly we knew we had to go. As we wound round the endless beauty, it was hard not to feel like we had only just scratched the surface. And it was at this point that the siren song of Escalante once again proved too difficult to ignore.
Oh, wow.
And we had to stop for one more hike. Just off the side of Route 12 is the Upper Calf Creek Trail. While a shorty at only 2 miles for the round trip, it gets high marks for the oasis that awaits as you drop the 600 feet of vert through slick rock, sand, and desert blooms. Once at the bottom, we relaxed as the rhythms of the falls tried their very best to convince us to linger just a little bit longer. Once we were able to tear ourselves away from the falls, it was time to get something to eat and get on the trail to Capitol Reef. For our route, we chose to take the Burr Trail. The Burr Trail, originally developed for cattle, is now a 67-mile byway that runs from Boulder, Utah, to the banks of Lake Powell. We would only be using part of it, however, as we were exiting about halfway through. Winding through the heights and canyons and experiencing the myriad of colors and textures, it's easy to understand why this is one of the highest-rated byways in all of Utah. A very memorable section was the last one that we would do before jumping off trail. The tight, steep switchbacks that drop you more than 800 feet.
That's gonna be fun. Do you do it, Dan?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm going straight down.
I'm not.
While there's nothing technical about this section, it nevertheless gets all of your attention. We were then on Water Pocket Fold, a long dirt section of the park that is very remote and incredibly beautiful. With the daylight burning, we found a spot for the night and made plans to hit the visitor center at the first light to get updates on a couple of trails we wanted to do. Little did we know that, like so many times before, we would have to change our plans once again. All right, so as you have seen times before, we are rolling with some changes. So
You saw on the drive yesterday, we came through Burr Trail, we dropped down through Capitol Reef. We found a pretty good camp spot last night, and the plan for the day was to go do some hikes, find some other camp spots, and spend a couple days in Capitol Reef. True to what has happened to us multiple times before, we have brought the rain, and there's a 50% chance of rain today, 70% chance of rain tomorrow, which we just stopped at the visitor center, and most of the hikes that we would want to do, they said don't attempt them, because basically with all that rain there's possibilities of flash floods. So our plan right now is to head towards Moab and meet back up with Alan. So you guys have seen him in previous episodes. We've ridden along with him, shared camp with him a bunch, shared hikes with him. Super fun guy, and just totally vibes.
We love Alan.
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to go meet up with him as he's kind of in this area. And then I don't really know. Moab, Canyonlands,
Needles.
all that is on the docket. Yeah, Needles District and Canyonlands we might check out. So, so I have no idea where we're going to be when you see us next. But this is part of the excitement of doing this, is just rolling with the punches.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, onward.
Moab, known for being the adult Disneyland for any kind of outdoor activities, is filled with camping and lodging options. As usual, we opted to take a rough 2-track on BLM land to find a spot where we would be away from the crowds. All right, and here we are in Moab. This has been a long time coming for us. This has been a target. Obviously, everybody knows Moab. As you saw, we made the call to just move here when things weren't going to work out at Capitol Reef. Capitol Reef looks absolutely gorgeous, and I would have loved to have explored the area and hiked the area, but it just wasn't in the cards. And it was time to move. In the background, you can also see the big white van that we have camped next to us. So we were able to meet up with our friend Alan, who we met back in Death Valley, and also that we met up with in Zion. So following this, our paths diverge. He will be heading east and we'll be heading north. We hope that our paths will cross again, because it's been real fun. That's so much of the fun for us in this journey, is the people you meet and that you hang out with and you get to know. And Alan has certainly been a highlight for us. So hopefully our paths cross again. But our plan, we've got about a week here in the Moab Canyonlands Arches area. We were actually lucky enough to get a campsite on the White Rim Trail. It's an iconic drive here in Moab and Canyonlands, and subject to a permit process that's usually months and months in advance. Since we weren't sure when we were going to be here, we didn't do it. So we just rolled into the visitor center on a whim and said, hey, is there anything available? There happened to be one. So we've got one night on the White Rim Trail, so we're going to be doing part of that. We're going to go to the Needles District. There's some really neat hikes there that we're going to do. And then after this week, we'll be headed north up into Wyoming and Yellowstone. So we're excited for the week, and hopefully some of the footage that we gather will be good, although some of it won't be, because on the drive over here, yours truly was trying to drive the Jeep, stay on a little shelf road, and fly the drone. And unfortunately, I wrecked the drone, and it is not repairable. So I will not have any drone footage for you this week. We're looking at options, repair and replacement, and that sort of a thing. So that was a dumb mistake. But at any event, hope you guys are doing well, and hope you're having a good morning or a good day or a good night wherever you are, and hope you're with some people you care about, and you're doing some fun stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in just a bit.
Here we go.
Poison spider.
When it comes to off-roading, Moab is the place to be. From trails that range from mild to wild, you're going to find something for you, regardless if you're running stock or if you build something for the most technical rock crawling out there. Because we live in our Jeep, the idea of breaking something in a remote location where you don't have parts or a way to fix it changes the equation. Therefore, we opted to rent a side-by-side and simply enjoy the experience. Poison Spider is a 13-mile lollipop trail with about 1,100 feet of elevation gain and is rated a 6 out of 10 on the Moab scale, meaning that the trail is difficult with considerable erosion and steps of up to 24 inches in height.
I got that on video. That was so scary.
While I didn't get out a tape measure, I think that Poison Spider pushed some of those limits.
Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time, big time. That's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of signs. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, from me, from me, from me. Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind.
Alright, so we just finished Poison Spider.
Which was so easy. I drove it with like one hand.
And your eyes closed.
That is true.
Yeah. And Jenny said, dang it, I want to drive now. No, and I'll go fast.
Yes.
So we're here at Fins and Things about to kick it off. Jenny, any final words?
Hold on.
Oh, baby.
It's gonna be like sputter. Wait, how do I get this? L, right?
Yes. And now we're on.
I feel like I'm a golf cart habit.
Talking trash. you're still driving.
No,
Get
I
back
don't
in.
want to.
Get back
I don't
in. You're
want
still
to
driving.
I
What?
know I said I wanted to drive, and I did.
Okay.
But I'm boring. I'm like, I'm bored of me. I got up to 9, Dan. 9.
Yeah, but that was a blistering 9 miles
But it's
an hour.
more fun when you drive.
All right, I'll take it for a little bit, and then you're
Okay.
gonna go back. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now free from Grandma Beach, it was time to let the Razor breathe. Fins and Things carries a Moab Trail rating of 4, and while there is tech, to me the fun of this one is the bermed up, flowy sections.
Oh my God. I love you, Dan. You're sexy as hell.
Jenny's desire for speed satiated, it was time to return the Razor and get the Jeep prepped for the next adventure, the White Rim Road.
Oh my God.
The White Rim Road is a 100-mile backcountry trail that winds around the expansive Islands in the Sky district of Canyonlands and requires high-clearance, four-wheel drives. Normally a loop, the snow-filled winter and wet spring had caused the Green River to be impassable at Upheaval Wash. Knowing that meant that we would need to turn around and backtrack at some point, so we set Murphy Hogback as the destination and dropped in. Entering from the visitor center, drivers are first greeted with the Schaefer switchbacks. These switchbacks are tight, windy, narrow, and you drop about 1,000 feet in a very short distance. Not technical in any sense, the views and the exposure is what captures your attention. For any who have not navigated roads like this, the uphill party always has the right of way, so the best practice is to stop at the beginning of a section to see if anyone is ascending and wait for them to pass if they are. Now at the bottom, we slowly crept our way along the trail. After the excitement of the descent wanes, we found ourselves in complete solitude, staring up to the dizzying heights and down into the seemingly bottomless canyons. And we were lucky enough to realize that we weren't the only ones looking at these views. For our turnaround point, we chose Murphy Hogback. Known as one of the trickiest parts of the White Rim Road, we wanted to ascend and then descend to get the full experience. As you approach, you are struck with the steepness of the section. Much like the other switchbacks, while not very technical, the exposure is what captures your attention. Safely back at the bottom, we pointed the Jeep towards the exit.
Okay, well, thank you, campsite.
Thank you, ant site.
Thank you, ant site. There's lots of ants around here.
There's lots of ants. I'm doing a little march.
Yeah, a little answer.
Ants. I'm doing the ants marching.
Answer.
But anyway, thank you for the pretty sunset.
Yes, and the
Remoteness.
Super remoteness and the real quietness.
It took us 4 hours to get here.
It did. And thank you for being so beautiful here on the White Rim Road.
Katie Lands, White Rim.
That White Rim Road was quite epic. Okay, and no thank you to the little scorpion that we saw as I was uncovering the rock to try and...
I'm scared.
And she's off. All right, ready, Jenny?
Yes.
Hey, Jenny. Thank you, campsite.
Thank you, White Rim. Thank you, ant site.
Thank you, inside campsite. Neat. All right, well, good morning. So, this morning we were in the Needles district of Canyonlands, and we are gonna do a hike called Chesler Park. And it's about 11 to 12 miles. Guess it's a little bit of a lollipop. So that'll be cool. It's supposed to be pretty stunning and the best one in Needles. So, ooh, neat already. All right. What's that?
Is it heat already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get it done before the heat of the day really hits. So, started here at sunrise. Okay, let's do it. Okay, and we are going to call that a wrap for the week. What an unbelievable week. Started out in Escalante, ended up here in Moab. Side-by-sides. Woo-hoo-hoo. Cool Jeep trails. And then this hike, great week. Jenny, any highlights or lowlights you want to hit?
I think this hike is a great highlight, but I love, my favorite was the side-by-sides.
Yes.
Going to Poison Spider
King.
and Fins and Things and watching all the Jeeps and stuff
Yep.
go up and down and watching you, Dan, navigate those technical rocks. That was fun.
Wow, this is crazy. All right, and real quick, any lowlights?
That aquatic center where we took $12 showers.
Yeah, we can pass on that one next time. Ooh, that's a squeeze. All right, well, see you guys next time. And as always, if you like this, Jenny,
Subscribe.
subscribe. All right, see you guys.